Okay, now this is P7. Okay, you're going to solve the proportion. Now these are going to be a little bit more difficult. These are more advanced proportions to solve. You have example 1. We have the variable a minus 2 over 9 equals 2 over 3. That's an a. Okay, so your job is to solve for a. You have to find what a equals. So circle the a. So you would take a times 3, but you also have this minus 2 with your a. So line up your equals, and you need to show some work off to the side, okay? So I'm going to take a times 3, but then the other term that's with the a is the negative 2, so we have to take negative 2 times 3. Both of these have to be times by 3 separately. So that's 3a, and that's negative 6. So you come over here, and on this side, 3a minus 6. Now on the other side, you can take 9 times 2. That's easy. That's 18. Now we got times 3 minus 6, so we plus 6 to get 24. And then we divide by our 3. 24 divided by 3 is 8. Okay, example 2. The variable b plus 4 over 9 equals 7 over 4. So I need to solve for the b. So here's b, diagonal from 4. So we take b times 4, but then we also have to come back then and take the 4 times the 4. So that's going to be 4b equal, and then 16. So over here you have 4b plus 16. Over on the other side, 9 times 7, 63. Okay. So b is multiplied by 4 and plus 16. So we have to do the opposite of plus 16, which is minus 16. 63 minus 16 is 47. Now divide by 4. Now you're going to get decimals. That's okay. Okay. 11.75. Okay, example 3. We have 3 over 7 equals c plus 4 over 35. Okay, here's my c. It's diagonal from 7, so I would take c times 7, but then there's another thing with the c, so I need to take 4 times 7. So that's 7c, and that's 28. So on this side, we're going to have 7c plus 28. On the other side, 3 times 35 is 105. So c times 7 and plus, so we got a minus 28. $77. And then we divide both sides of the equation by 7, and then c equals 11. Okay. Example 4. Example 4 is kind of a tough one. Okay. Okay, you have 2 c's. Pick one of them. I don't care. Okay, let's go over here. So I'll be taking 2c times 4. Okay. Now this is kind of confusing because you might think you have to take 2 times 4 and c times 4, but 2c, there's no plus or minus, you know, it's just 2c. So if there's no plus or minus with the variable, that's going to be a 1 multiplication. That's all you have to do, okay? Again, between the 2 and the c don't have a plus and a minus between them. It just says 2c. It means 2 times c. So you just make the 1 multiplication, 2c times 4, and that's 8c. That is kind of hard to understand. Now go the other way. Well, you have a c again, so you have to take the c times 11. You got to do this again. And then you have to take your negative 3 times 11. See, this time you have to do two multiplications because you have a minus sign between the two, okay? Actually, what might be easier, to be honest with you, is I would put ones in front of the variable, okay? So you can see, okay, I'm taking 1c times 11 and then negative 3 times 11. See, on the other way, there's already a number in front of the variable, so it's just one number, 1 to 1. So, but here I got two different terms, so I take them both times 11. So it's 11c and negative 33. So over here I go 11c minus 33. Now you have c's on opposite sides. Pick one. Pick the 11. Okay. Put a plus on it, so you're going to minus. If it doesn't have a sign in front, it's a plus. The opposite of plus is minus. So it's going to be negative 3c. And over here, negative 33. So that's times negative 3, so the opposite of times is divide by negative 3. And that's 11, okay? Again, when doing this assignment, if the variable's got something with it, it's not going to hurt as if you put a 1, okay? Because if I do 1a times 3, that's still 3a. Negative 2 times, yeah. I might recommend you put a 1 there. So 1b times 4, and then 4 times 4. 1c times 7, 4 times 7. I think putting the 1 there will help you. Okay, next one. Got 7 over k minus 2 equals 5 over 8. So here's my variable. I'm going to put a 1 there. So I got to take 1k times 5, and I've also got to take negative 2 times 5. So that's 5k and negative 10. So it's going to be 5k minus 10. Now on the other side, it's just 7 times 8, 56. If you have just two numbers in the diagonal, you just multiply. So times 5 and minus 10, we have to do the plus 10, and that's 66. 5 times k, then I divide by 5, and then 66 divided by 5 is 13.2. Okay, 3 over 3b plus 4 equals 2b minus 4. So find one of your b's. Let's go here. You can do either one first. You can go that way or that way. So we got 3b. We will be multiplying that by 2, but then I need to go back and then take 4 times 2. So that's 6b, that's 8. So over there I'm going to have 6b plus 8. Meanwhile, on the other side, put a 1. See, the 1 helps c, so I take 1b times 3. And then I take negative 4 times 3. So it's 3b and negative 12. So over here we're going to put 3b minus 12. Now you have variables on opposite sides, so pick one of them. I'll pick the 3. I'll pick the 1 over here. So that's a plus, so you would minus it, and it gets rid of it. Over there. 3b plus 8 equals negative 12. Okay, then I keep going. I have a times 3 and a plus 8, so we have to take care of the plus 8 first. So minus 8, that would be negative 20, 3.b. Then divide by 3, and negative 20 divided by 3, negative 6.6, repeating. Okay, next one, q plus 2 over 5 equals 2q minus 11 over 7. Okay, pick one of them. Here's q. I would put the 1 there because we have to take 1q times 7 and 2 times 7. So that's 7q, that's 14. So over here you're going to have 7q plus 14. Meanwhile, on the other side, We have to take our 2q times 5, but then we have to go back and take the negative 11 times 5. Okay, and when you have two separate terms, they both have to be multiplied by 5. So that's 10q and negative 55. So 10q minus 55. Okay, 10 and 7, pick one of them. I'll pick the 10. Okay, opposite of plus 10 is minus 10q. Minus 10q, it's going to be negative 3q plus 14 equals negative 55. Okay, multiplied by negative 3 and plus 14, so we minus 14. Negative 55 minus 14 is negative 69. Use a calculator. And then negative 3q. Then I divide by negative 3. 23. Okay, use a calculator. I'm doing it in my head to save time in the video, so you can have more time to work. Okay, c plus 1 over c minus 2 equals 4 over 7. Last example. Pick one of your c's. So I take 1c times 7. Then I take the constant 1 times 7. So that's going to be 7c and 7. Then look at your other one. You got to take 1c times 4 and negative 2 times 4. 4c negative 8. So that's 4c minus 8. Alright, so here's your smaller one. Minus 4c minus 4c. 3c plus 7 equals negative 8. Times 3 plus 7, so minus 7. That takes you to negative 15. Remember to use your calculator. And 3.c. Divide by 3. And c equals negative 5. Okay, that's really all I've got to say on that. I hope it's been informative. It does get a little bit repetitive, but you will appreciate the practice later on. Not maybe you won't appreciate today, but later you will.